Morning, everybody. So, normally in our home, when we want to start something, we have a meeting with the children. And so, yesterday, I spoke to one of my sons, that's the last boy. I asked him if it was okay for me to bring in a living, housekeeper, because for many years now we've not had one and we have been living in peace. Because most times when these people come into your house, they cause a lot of chaos. So my son now said, he said, Mommy, I don't want you to bring anybody into the house. I said, why? He said, because of the way they make you feel, the way they treat you. So I asked him, I said, who? He said, the girls. So he said, well, that he would advise me, if I'm to bring anybody this time, I should try bringing a boy or a man. But he wants to advise me to always lock my room. So today I brought up this conversation with his other siblings, and some are saying I should bring in someone to live in the house. Others are saying no, they are okay, they can do everything, because as you see them, by the grace of God, they sweep, they arrange, they wash toilets, they wash their clothes. They also cook. I am yet to even post one of Peniel's meals. I've not posted that video. She was cooking jollof rice. I have been so busy. So let me hear your talk. What do you think? Should I bring someone? And Daniel also said that the reason why he doesn't want a man in their house, because they know that for me, I don't want a guy to live with me. I have a daughter. Daniel is of the opinion that he doesn't want a guy coming here because of his sister. And the brother said, why are you saying that? Are you saying you don't trust your sister and nobody can walk into her room? Daniel said, no, that's not the point. And I also, said that sometimes it's not who is agreeing, but what about rape? So we are going to listen to them now talk. Tell us, what is your opinion on this? Be audible so that they can hear you.
I want you to bring someone to the house.
Okay. I want you to bring someone. Okay, but you are saying something about.
But we are supposed to test them first.
Be audible.
We are supposed to test them first. Number one, we test them in their health.
That's check their health status. Okay.
Then we also test them in honesty
Okay.
and their behaviors.
Okay. Before we employ them.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on.
We should bring somebody to the house.
You know when people are acting your drama, you used to act and you are audible.
Okay,
but when it comes to conversation, be audible.
We should bring someone to the house.
Okay.
First, we should test their behavior. Second, we should test how they tolerate children when children are disturbing them. Third, we should test them on anger. Fourth, we should test them if they are healthy. And fifth, we should test them if they can cook very well.
Ooh, wow. Great. Daniel?
We're going to bring a maid into this house. Number one, we have to test if they are wicked.
If they are wicked?
Yes.
How do you do that one?
If they tell the truth always. If they are self-reliant.
If they are self-reliant?
Yes.
My children are English.
Or if they are trustworthy.
Ooh.
And how they act around children.
Wow. Salem?
I don't want the housekeeper.
The audible.
I don't want the housekeeper.
Why?
Because we are already old enough to do all of these things.
Okay, because you are old enough to do all of those things. Dear parents, I think it is very important to always hold meetings with your children, negotiate with them, ask them of their own opinion. These things help them in decision making even as they grow up. When you keep holding meetings with your children, they grow up holding meetings with their own children, and you are forming a generation that is more on dialogue. The truth is, it's not every time a parent should beat a child. Like, it's not all the time you should beat your child. Most times, listen to them and hear from them what they want to become, what they think about any decision that is being taken at home. But some people feel after they are children, we could just tell them what to do. It is okay to pass orders and make your children do what you want them to do, but it's also good to hold meetings with your children and if you hold meetings with your children at this age, or when they are much younger until now, that they'll become bigger, maybe 10 years old, 20 years old, it helps the children even when they go out to work in other places. it helps them because they will be able to contribute meaningfully to any event that happens in their organization or in their own businesses. It is very important to ensure that it is very important to hear their own point of view. It is very important. That is one of the reasons why deliberate parenting is encouraged. Like, encourage parents to deliberately parent their children, be in their lives, ask questions, necessary questions. You can see where my son was concerned about the sister's safety if a boy comes to live in this house. He was concerned, and the other of the brother also felt that I have taught them enough, or their father had taught them enough about being self-aware, so they can never do certain things. But it's also good for us to prevent those things before they happen, like bringing a boy to come and live in a house where there is a young girl. So many things can happen, and we don't pray for that. But while we are praying and casting and binding, it's also good to prevent these things from happening. Thank you for watching this video. Please let me know your thoughts on the comment section. Did you learn anything?